The first time for me, I was 18 years old. I'd never read comics when I was young, and my sister used to read. So I picked up one of her comics. It was X-Men by John Byrne and Chris Claremont. And I read the whole thing. It was a big collection, and it got me into X-Men. And from there, I found Mark Silvestri's X-Men. I found Alan Davis, his Excalibur, and Walt Simonson's X Factor. And that really got me into it. So I really started with the X books, and then from there that led me into Image Comics because that was just starting up at the time, and then I think it was when I found Mark Silvestri's X-Men that I thought I really want to draw comic books. I have a huge collection at home. Yeah, it's something that my wife and I fight about all the time because it takes up so much space in the house. Yeah, absolutely. My basement is all comic book pictures, and I've got the little figures. I've got all the little, Justice League of America and Justice League figures up, and yeah, it's. I think it took me a long time to realize just how much I love my job and I love everything about it, and more and more I've become a collector too. I've been very fortunate to work with some really amazing writers like Greg Hurwitz. Right now I'm working with Jeff Johns, which is incredible. I love his work, and I find that incredibly inspiring. Also, there are just so many great artists in the business, in the past that are big influences for me, and right now that are, Tony Daniel and Greg Capullo and Eddie Barrows is here right now, and Lee Bermejo is here right now. There's just so many great artists in the business, so many great artists at Marvel too, and I try and follow as much as I can all of their work, and that really keeps me inspired. Yeah, I really do. I went through a period over the last year. I did a lot of my Batman work on the computer, actually. I inked everything myself with a Cintiq. I used a lot of 3D, and I really kind of went down that road pretty far. And then I got to a point where I felt like it was getting actually a little bit artificial looking for me. I really wasn't happy with the look, so I've really pulled back and gone more traditional, and I'm doing everything with pencil and a lot less 3D, and I'm just drawing, and I feel like that's much more me. But this is always I feel like in order to grow, I need to take chances and try different things, and sometimes it really works and sometimes it doesn't, and I never know. But I feel like if I just sit and just do the same thing, that's the worst option. Well, I think it's incredible, and I really think the comics are a different thing than the movies. They're entirely different, and it's really totally dependent on the artistic vision of the comic. And that's something that I think is always special about the comics, is that you have one artist, and he's really able, or she is really able, to give you their own version of the world, and that's something that can't be replaced in a movie. At the same time, I truly think that the movies are the ultimate realization of everything that we're doing. I mean, I sit down and watch. I just watched Thor a couple of days ago, and it's just so mind blowing to me. It's just they are so. It's incredibly gratifying to have been a comic book fan for so long and a fan of these characters, and to see them done in such a beautiful. I don't have the words clearly to describe how amazing I think the movies are, and I just feel lucky to be in the business at a time when this is happening, and we're able to see the things that we're putting on paper be realized on the screen, I think, better and bigger. Never. As an artist...
It's a big mistake.
Well, thank you. As an artist, really, my responsibility is the look of the comics, and that's something that I think any producer can open up a book and they can see right away, or not see, and it's not something that needs any words from me. I think the writers, like Jeff Johns, has a huge hand in the DC related movies, and I know Brian Bendis at Marvel has a huge hand in the Marvel movies, but it's a very different thing than what I do. I would say I'm pretty separated from all of that. I would love to. I would love to be involved. I'd love to go to the set. You know what I would love more than anything, more than being involved in the movie? I would love to just walk past the camera. You know what I mean? That would be nice. I don't know that I'm necessarily cut out to be a character in a movie, but I would love to be like an extra. Like a restaurant scene, I could be there eating dinner. Something like that would be great. I could do that. That would be fun.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.